What do you think? Why don't your videos gain views? Do you think the reason lies in your charisma, the topic of the videos, or just that the algorithm doesn't like you? Well, the real reason, however, is that your videos simply don't hold attention long enough. And in this video, I'll tell you why this is happening and how to fix it. So first, let's remind ourselves what retention is and why it's so important. Retention is a statistical parameter that anyone can see in the YouTube Creator Studio. As the name implies, retention shows what percentage of viewers watch your videos at a particular moment. Usually you should pay attention to the average value. For most videos, it's somewhere within 30 to 40%. Since the main goal of YouTube as a platform is to show as many ads as possible, retention is the key factor for the success of any video. Maybe you have a bad thumbnail or not a very interesting topic, but if you have high retention, the video will take off. High retention is the kryptonite for the vast majority of novice YouTubers. Even after spending a lot of time choosing an interesting topic, presenting the material, and then even more time in shooting, many cannot raise retention above 20-25%. But why does this happen? Well, with all the effort spent, is your retention so low? The reasons, as always, are obvious. It's bad sound, inappropriate effects in editing, incorrect selection of music, and even color grading. Almost every aspect of your video directly affects retention. Make a mistake in one, nothing terrible. In two or three, and you get a disaster. Of course, I'm not saying that achieving high retention is very easy. It takes years to learn, but there are several super simple and basic techniques that can help. For example, let's say you have a video where you're sitting in the studio and talking to the camera, like this one. The shot is static. Do you think it's interesting to watch 10 seconds of this? Well, probably not. It will be just incredibly boring. How can you fix this if all the footage have already been filmed? You can always add a zoom. This can be either a zoom in the face or a zoom away from the face, so-called zoom in, zoom out. Drag the video onto the timeline and go to More Tools, Animations, click on Advanced, and you'll see two keyframes appear on the timeline. Double-click on the right keyframe, now make the video bigger and center it. And great, check the result. Now let's do the same with the camera zooming out. On the first keyframe, we make the video bigger, and on the second one, we leave it as it is. And that's it. See, in just a few seconds, a rather boring video has become much more expressive. The fake camera movement creates the necessary effect. Zoom in builds tension, draws the viewer's attention, makes them watch more intently. And zoom out, on the contrary, allows you to relax a bit. You can enhance the effect by adding sound effects, but that will depend on the topic of the video and where you get your music from. So as you can see, creating this camera animation was quite simple, and all because of the user-friendly of Movavi Video Editor. The Movavi Video Editor is a part of the Movavi Unlimited subscription, which combines all the best from Movavi in one accessible and intuitive platform. Video editing, photo editing, screen recording, file conversion, 9 programs, and a year of unlimited access to the effects store for the price of one app. Navigating the tools is extremely simple, preparing source materials, visually designing entire videos, retouching photos. Each of these stages can be done in a few clicks. Unlike professional counterparts, Movavi Unlimited will work great even on an average computer. And now get ready to have your mind blown, folks. An 80% discount on all the apps in an amazing Movavi Unlimited plan is a deal that's too good to pass up. But if you feel like focusing on video and photo editing only, just give Movavi Video Suite and Photo Editor a shot. Its price is 35% lower than Movavi Unlimited, but the creative potential is almost the same. So don't miss out on these offers and choose your fighter in the description. Well, what about dynamics in B-roll? What if you don't have the opportunity to reshoot the videos and all that you have shot is a bunch of static shots or time lapses? No problem, animations and fake camera motion come to the rescue. Import your video into the program and drag it onto the timeline, go to the same section with animations and create 2 keyframes. Now, by double-clicking on the left keyframe, make the video larger and slightly drag it to the left. Repeat for the second keyframe, but drag it to the right. And look, the animation is super simple, but gets the job done. With such simple tricks, you can easily liven shots like this. Of course, after a closer look, it becomes obvious that the camera isn't really moving, but if you change shots every few seconds, spotting the fake one will not be easy. Of course, I always say that it's better to shoot creative B-rolls rather than fixing them during editing. If you don't know how to do it, there is a great video on this channel where I have broken down the most important shooting techniques that help make the video more visually interesting, so be sure to check it out. Aside from adding camera movement, there are many ways to improve retention during editing. One of them is various animations and effects. Yes, the effects can be simple, but what really matters is how appropriate they are and how they are done. Of course, you can do 2 to 3 complex and beautiful effects, but there will be no guarantee that each of these effects will achieve its goal and properly influence the viewers. Sometimes it's better to make more of the simple effects, various animations and so on. This way you will have more chances to retain the viewer's attention, thereby increasing retention. But you still need to be smart about it. Don't add too many. No one likes watching the visual mess of a video. Each effect should happen a couple of seconds after the previous one. It can be a text animation a couple of seconds after a transition, or camera animation a few seconds after the appearing text. The main thing is not to make the video visually overloaded. That's what makes it so difficult for newcomers to master. Let's look at an example of one of such simple effects. I'll show you using the video we've already used how to make this video more interesting. Add text, of course. But just placing the text animation on top isn't something you'd want to do. It would be much cooler to put the animation in the background, behind me. How to do this? It's very simple. Drag the video onto the timeline, find the part where the animation will happen, and cut it from the rest of the video using Ctrl-B or Command-B. Now go to More Tools, Background Removal, and choose Precise. AI will identify the foreground object and remove the background. Now copy the piece you got. Then overlay the text animation over the original video. I will do this text animation, but you can choose any other. Export the video with the text. Now here is the important bit. Do not close the project and do not start a new one. Now, after the exporting is complete, import the file back into the video editor, align it with the original video, paste the piece without the background back over the video with the text, and now you can export the final video. And what do you think? Such a simple effect has made a boring video much more visually interesting. Plus, it's a great way to leave messages for viewers. So as you can see, effective techniques do not necessarily have to be super complicated. So be sure to try these techniques and others that we've shown in previous videos. But how much will all this help your retention? It's hard to say. It will all depend on the video itself and the quality of it. The video's topic, the transitions and effects used, color grading, everything has its part to play. Again, even sound quality can make these simple effects more or less effective. I'd even go as far as saying that the sound quality and the way your voice sounds are one of the main factors in keeping the retention high. The video quality can be as low as 720p, but the sound must be clean and high quality. If you don't have the ability to buy a good microphone, no problem. Even sound recorded from your phone can always be fixed. You can remove noise using smart noise removal in the Movavi video editor, use an equalizer, tune to voice preset, or simply tweak everything manually. The ideal scenario is buying an inexpensive microphone with additional post-processing in the editing software. This way, with minimal investment, you will achieve a good sound quality. Actually, if you treat your video somewhat less responsibly and look at it from the outside perspective, you can definitely say whether it holds attention or not.
Try changing your voice and applying the
filter to all A-rolls with your face. This way you'll be able to look at your video from the point of view of an ordinary viewer. Then you will see exactly where the video loses the attention, where you need to add an effect, and where to remove. Remember, retention is vitally important, but it is only one of many factors. Try to make each video better than the previous one, and gradually you will be able to achieve high retention rates. And as usual, thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Peace.